So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing What If Naruto was the son of a god and was neglected, part 2. And I have a thought of doing one more new series in which I'm going to make, you can say, Naruto Saiyan and not any ordinary Saiyan, a legendary Super Saiyan. And yeah, and he's going to be, you can say, Naruto is going to be Goku's little brother. Yeah, well, it is going to be, you can say, like a crossover. Naruto will be sent to Naruto world. Yeah, this world, the Chakra world, with him going well. In this video, he will also be neglected, not by, you can say, anybody else. He will be neglected by yeah, Minato Kusina in this timeline. From this timeline, not any other. From just only this timeline. Yeah, and like one more thing we saw, something like there's one thing which made really all of them really suspicious. So now get back to the video. So if you guys want me to do that, do that. What if Naruto was born a Saiyan, I mean a legendary Super Saiyan, and was neglected? Yeah, even if he had been born a normal Saiyan, he had been far much stronger because of keep training in the chakra world and having chakra and ki mixed in that as well. Yeah, so yeah, that will happen. And now we see Naruto was, you can say, training alone by himself, and the other side Menma and Mito were training, you can say, by were getting trained by, you can say, what were their name again, Jiraiya and Tsunade. Yeah, Jiraiya and Tsunade. And you can see the prophecy was, you can say, the son of gods will save, you can say, this, you can say, the prophecy was, you can say, was that the son of yellow flesh and the boiling blood, you can, I mean the blood, and it means the red death, the son of yellow flesh and red death will become a god, the successor of all of the gods we can see right now, and will be the strongest god which anyone has ever seen, and he will decide the fate of the world. Will if he destroy this world, he will create a new one. So this is what will happen. So after seeing this, we see one more thing, that one more thing will be, you can say, really different than what it is right now. So I don't know what will happen in the future or the past. As now we see Naruto training by himself, and Jiraiya training Minato, I mean main man Mito, and Minato and Kusina as well. As you can say, Naruto shown them nothing, I believe. Did I show them the chakra chains or anything? Um, I don't know. Um, did I? Did I show them Naruto chakra chains ability, or did I not? Let's say I didn't. I Because I don't know. I forget it about it. Well, because for the reason for me not knowing about it, and you can say I'm really forgetful person who forgets about everything so quickly. Yeah, so now we get back, as Naruto was, you can say, went and punches trees and making a really big hole there. So, woo, I didn't thought that I will make a really that big of hole. As you can say, the first Hokage, second Hokage, third Hokage were there, and then Naruto snapped his finger, as I told in the last episode. He snapped his finger as the time went back in time, and this time those three once again came down. And you can third Hokage still said what I said in the last video, and all the things like that happens, but they never shows their faces, and yeah, that happens. And then, yeah, and then they ask, what the hell do you guys mean by that? I didn't know anything, but how? Why? Naruto then went and then he get and walked inside of the village. The people were glaring on him. Then he went near some people. Then he asked, "Why are you guys glaring on me?" They said, "You demon, you have your nine tails incarnation, your nine tails universal." They said, well, yeah, I know that. Well, but I didn't get it. Why are you glaring on me? I said, because you are the nine tails reborn. Nine tails can take control over you. You are beating nine tails with he. We know that. We're beating you. Well, I didn't know that the villagers of my village are this kind of idiots. Well, I wanted to say that, well, you are not beating nine tails of any cause. You are just beating me. And if you are saying that I am the nine tails reborn, then the answer from me is, well, I'm far more stronger than nine tails. And you're just bluffing. You're just bluffing, as all of them said. Well, and one more thing. Well, not said. Well, my brother has the nine tails soul. You can say the bad part of the soul. I only have the good part of the soul, the good soul, and they have the bad soul of nine tails. And both of them also have the nine tails chakra. So that does did that will not make them the nine tails or the demon, you call it like. And one more thing, before me, my mom also said, my mom Kusina Uzumaki was the nine tails in Juriki, and she had the full nine tails. Then what will that make her then? What will it make her then, right? It will make her a full demon, right? Then why do you call me a demon instead of calling her? Well, and you can call my father a demon lover if you want to, right? She is a demon, right? And yeah, everything else said then is how to kick in their brain. They said, well, even if they are the demons, well, men and Mito are the saviors of the world. They are the son of the gods. Then, well, that will depend on the future, which will say if they are a child of prophecy or the son of the gods, if you think. And they said, well, but still, you have half of the nine tails, right? The soul. Then I said, no, nope, I don't have the soul. I'm just lying, cause I have the soul, but only the good part of it, which will never think of attacking or taking over my body. Right, Kurama? The person's asking, who is Kurama? Said, well, the nine tails. His name is Kurama. And said, but how do you know? Everything like that happens. As now we see at the 1 month training trip, as you can see, Jiraiya takes them to the Myobuku, and they unlock their sage mode. They now can go up to, you can say, the four tails. Yeah, they can now right now go up to four tails at maximum. And if they try to go to the, you can say, five tails, they will lose control, something like that, they thought. Because right now, for now, they thought that four tails will be enough for them to, you can say, beat Naruto. Because they thought that he must be really weak. He defeated Menma, but still that Menma didn't have the sage mode, nor he had the, you can say, the nine tails, four tails out of the nine tails. He only had the two tails at maximum, or one tails that time, right? Menma, we see Menma seeing, and you can say smirking at that area. He's the higher of the both Namikaze and Uzumaki clan. Well, like that happens, and now there we see, as you can say, well, we see a flashback. As right now, Naruto in this flashback is just 3 years old, and his parents are using him as the, like, like what to say. They are using him as the target practice for Myanmar and Me Too. As you can say, Kusina grabbed Naruto and you can say tied him up to a pole. You can say you can say a wooden pole, and then they put him there. And then Mito taken the shurikens in their hands and throwed it towards Naruto. Naruto, you can say, roared out in pain and agony that he has been feeling a lot of pain. And when he will get out of here, he will feel in more pain than he is feeling right now. And then the most bad thing will happen. The biggest, the best of the bad things. Something which can be said as the most bad. It is not any good thing will happen. After saying that, all of them thought is no. We see this as a flashback for a year. Well, Yami and Shinigami were doing all that they can to stop Kami from going to Earth and destroying the planet Earth. Well, they were also feeling really angry, but they wanted Naruto to think this on himself. That what will he do? Will he save the world or will he destroy it? It depends on Naruto. Well, if they interfere, they might change the perspective of the world. Naruto will become a god of creation and a god of like a destructor, a destruction maker, a god which will destruct. Like you can say, which will kill, like which will do a slash kill command and kill everyone like in Minecraft. Well, like he has the cinemas power, so he can kill anyone, but by just putting his hand up and just looking at, even not looking at his person, and then just closing his hand, putting up, then closing it. He can destroy a whole universe with it. Everyone will be dead. Well, not the planets or anything, just peoples will be dead. Yeah, that will be what will happen. Yes, one more thing we see is Naruto. What? As they say, what? What do you mean I'm Naruto? Who is Naruto? They asked it, and then he said, well, Naruto is Naruto. So what is it? Nothing more than Naruto. And yeah, Naruto now went, and now we get back to somewhere area. I'll say yes, Minato tried to get me on Naruto, and he, you can say, showed him how to do the Rasengan. Minato asked him, Naruto, I will show you how to do Rasengan. And I said, well, yeah. He said, yeah. As you can say, they were in the training ground 7. And then Naruto asked him, well, I already had learned it. When Menma tried to use the Rasengan on me, as Naruto said this, so you can say Minato became a little bit sad. I said, well, I know how to do it. And I know what you are missing in it. Well, it needed an upgrade. And after saying that, Naruto first made the Rasengan. And he said Rasengan. And then you can say, instead of running, he just traveled it like a ball. It went inside of the you can say the area and made a, you can say, a really big hole. Now said, well, it is a really good attack, I say, but it's time to add some nature in it. Imran said, well, Naruto, how were you able to find it out? Well, I don't think you will be able to add the nature in it. Well, but how did you learn that? In just by seeing Menma do it first. How? He asked it. Well, Naruto said, well, you can say my eyes are just like the Sharingans. I can like learn anything in just seconds, mere seconds. You can say Myanmar right now has the flying horizon, but he never uses he's the child of prophecy, so he need to use the lightest power, not the flying horizon, to, you can say, save the world. Blah 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 blah. As you can say, Naruto was pretty much bored because of it, and yeah, after that happening, after getting bored, Naruto said, well, I am quite a bit bored right now, so it is time for the main course. After saying that, Naruto, after saying the main course, he went and then he went and you can say said fire style, wind style, water style, earth style, lightning style, Rasen Shuriken. As you can say, five kind of Rasen Shuriken came, you can say, beside Naruto, like a ball which will protect him from anything. When Naruto said, well, Minato, how many kind of clones can you make? And then and Minato was like speechless. He has five elements, five natures. How? Yeah, that's it. So SVB, so he was looking like an somewhere, like he was like in dumbfounded. And I said, well, thanks for giving me an idea. I will use them as you can say my powerful orbs. Well, do you want the ability to use them as orbs as well? Well, only a god can do it. And how I have the five natures? I didn't trade with him. I got it natural, and I don't only have the five natures. I have the 10 natures. And after not asking what? There's not 10 natures. There are only five. Then I said, well, Naruto then went and used the yin and yang release. Well, I don't know if they are natures. Well, I will put them like natures. And then Naruto said, do you wanna eat anything? And then Mir said, well, a cup of ramen will do. And then I said, okay. And then he said, yin yang release ramen food up. As you can see, cup of ramen came in Naruto said. And I said, what? Where did you sell it? Then I said, well, idiot, I just make it. And then Naruto, you can say, grabbed and then he gave Minato. Naruto said Minato to call a Yuga and tell him to, you can say, check his, you can say, pockets if there are even one kind of scroll or anything. Because if you think, well, this is one of my power, I can make anything in pure seconds out of anything. I can make it pure out of pure matter with just my, you can say, imagination. Naruto said, well, do you want an five value? Do you want a lightning and wind mixed sword? Then he said, oh, sword, why not, son? Naruto said, and then Naruto looked toward the sword, and you can see a sword where from would it look like a blue sword, where is its upper part look like an you can say a red kind of sword, and the downside was you can look like a lightning getting out of it, and the upside fire was literally pouring out of it. And then Naruto said, well, when you will you can say touch this sword, you will get you can say you will get up to a high level of you can say fire ninjutsu, I mean kenjutsu, and lightning ninjutsu. Well, you can give it to you mom, I can say, yeah, mom, I will, I get, I think, well, this village in you guys, I'm only gonna give you guys in this village, I mean not this village, you guys only one chance. Well, not talking about main or me too. Well, well, I will also give them one and only chance. Well, I don't think they will take this chance as granted. Well, I will give you two. That's why I'm not giving them any kind of chance. Well, I will give them chance that they can, you can say, we can become family if they stop that bratty attitude of them until our age became like 16 years old. Yeah, Naruto said, and Ken said, okay, son. And you can see Naruto, after making the sword, then he teleported with, you can say, Naruto teleported him to Kusina. You can say, Kusina was, you can say, just sitting on the sofa. And you can say, the Namike's, Namike's house. And then Minato came there with like a sword. And then Minato, no, Kusina. So Minato, what is that sword with you? And what is? What are two son and father doing there? And no son, well nothing. I gave Minato a gift to give you to give to you. Well, I made it by myself. Well, it was nothing more like complicated or something. For me, it was easy, but for any other human, or you can say any human, it had been any mortal or any human, it had been really, really difficult. But for me, it was really, really easy. So yeah, you can get it. Well, I have, you can say, 5 times stronger sword than it, but still, you will like it, Kusina. As you can say, Mina, so then Kusina take the sword in his hand, not thinking that this sword can be, you can say, as strong as the Kisunagi of the, you can say, Orochimaru, and the 7 great swords of the, you can say, the mist, and the lightning sword of any kind of things, or blah 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 swords. Yeah, and yeah, but when she grabbed it, she felt, you can say, like her power and her lightning affinity, and she had got it like lightning and, you can say, fire affinity. Well, I don't know Kusina what kind of affinity did Kusina had. Well, but let's say she had lightning and fire affinity in this timeline. So her lightning, she said, as a lightning and fire affinity is skyrocketed, and you can say she had like an high affinity for lightning and fire, not a low or medium. She had a high affinity, and you can say now, sir, just put some of your chakra inside of it. I know you can use pour lightning chakra into your swords, normal swords and fire chakra. So try to put the and fire chakra, lightning chakra and fire chakra. Well, I know you can't put both chakra at the same time, but I believe you can put even once. Well, it will be far more stronger than any other swords, but it can't be as strong as my sword. Well, even if I had this sword, which I made right now, and you had the same sword, I had been defeated you, because I can pour the lightning and fire chakra, both of the chakras at the same time, and you can't. And you can say it was like a family reunion. And yeah, Kusina and Minato tried to get me a Naruto, not for the gifts he get, because the reason was that they wanted to get near their son. Yeah, that was all. That was the only thing, because he was away from them for up to 5 to 6 years, or 3 to 4 years. Let's say 3 years or 4 years. He was away from them for 4 years. Yeah, as you can see, now the time comes up. Um, Not for a tuning exam. Yeah, as you can say, the team selection day comes up, as what I told you in the first part. Once you can say the tuning area, what will happen? As we see right now, the team selection happens, and you can say the team joining being Kusina Uzumaki, Naruto Uzumaki Namikis, and Meima Uzumaki Namikis, and Mito no Uzumaki Namikis, and one more person. Where these three, Johnny and Sensei, John and Sensei, and 3 gaining team. Yeah, and Naruto, you can say he was a god level shinobi. A god level, literally a god level shinobi he was. Oh, he said, "Can I come near you?" Well, when Naruto, you can say, was said, "Oh, as Kusina, you can say, not the punch at Kusina, we sending her flying at the belt it starts. Kusina telling them to, you can say, fight them. As you can say, Naruto by mistake, you can say, flicked his finger. No, not sending Kusina flying. I mean, Mito flying. As he said, "Ah," as Minma gritted his teeth. Well, they still went inside the forest. And Mito didn't came out, but still. That happens like the canon. And you can say Kusina had the same sword which Naruto gave her. Well, what I said before was not after the tuning exam, the preliminaries, preliminary, preliminary, huh, right, preliminary rounds, yeah. Before it, yeah, even the Jabuya mission hasn't come yet. And we are talking about the great main ma. I'm the main ma, main ma, main ma, main ma, main ma, blah 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 blah. And yeah, and that happens. Yes, that happens. Now we see one more thing. Yes, Naruto, Sasuke. As you can say, Sasuke, as you can say, still pouting on Naruto's name when he thought that Minma will be the only one who will be able to surpass him. But Naruto surpassed both of them. Both. Both. Naruto surpassed both. Minma and Mito. Both of them. How? They said like, how? How did you? How did you did that? Both of them said at the same time. You can say. Now Sasuke was getting his thing that there's someone far more stronger than Minma. And he don't know if he want to surpass this person first then Myanmar, he thinks to himself, because in his eyes now Naruto is a really strong person. And you can say the clan massacre didn't happen in this timeline, especially not in any other, just in this. Well, only in this one. Well, this is the only one timeline where the massacre didn't happens. I mean, happens. By mistake, I said the clan massacre didn't happen, or did I said it happens? No, let's say the clan massacre didn't happen. So now Sasuke will not keep saying Itachi, 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 Itachi. Yeah, that happens, and you can say when when the Junin census team was, you can say, being like that, you can say Kosina went and get near Minato and said him that she want to get a good terms with her son. And yeah, that happens. And then Menma Mito, well, and then Naruto also said when giving her the sword, well, you can give those idiots the sword, but don't but don't ever tell them that I was the one. Well, tell them who I was the one who had made the sword. When they tried to fight with me using that my own sword, my own creation, well, he said yes, they can fight me, but only if you tell them who is the one who created this sword. And then you can say Myanmar, well, Kusina training them in the Kenjutsu starts. Well, she was only training Mito because she started to, you can say, train Naruto. But Naruto said, well, you have to first defeat me in Kenjutsu. Then I will get tech training from you. Well, then Kusina went and tried to fight Naruto. Well, there was also a fourth figure which was watching them in, you can say, hoods. Well, it was, you can say, the um let's say the Uzumaki Mito Uzumaki, the, you can say, how you can say, the wife of Hashirama Senju, watching them from afar, seeing his student Naruto Uzumaki and the last full brother Uzumaki on earth left. And when she see him, she feel really angry because she know how Uzumaki is like be like, and what is she doing to him, like disgracing him, doing bad things to him, and all things like that. She didn't know why. Why is he doing this? Why is she doing this to Naruto? He's such a good kid. Well, yeah, in her eyes, of course, he's a good kid. Well, yeah, in her eyes, of course, he's a good kid because, yeah, he is. So, now, one more thing happens. As you can say, Naruto defeats Kushina. wise. Because and Kusina was shocked that he know Uzumaki Kenjutsu style. Then then Kusina went and Naruto defends her Turlin. Then Kusina asked, who tells him the Uzumaki style? And Naruto said, I learned it on my own. Don't you think that Uzumaki genes are inside me? So I can use the fighting style and learn it and make it like I'm married by my own. You can say it like that if you want to. And you can say Naruto also had the 100 healing because from whom did Tsunade learn it from? Of course, Mito Uzumaki. So, who did Naruto learn it from? Of course, Mito Uzumaki. So, as we see, Mito is the one who teaches Naruto. So, Naruto, as you can say, full power when using the 100 healing. He is far more stronger than Tsunade. And when he was even not using his 100 healing. So, Tsunade is just like a bug to him. Yeah, just a cockroach who can never come near him. Who is just a weakling cockroach who can never even think of coming near him because the cockroach can't have the power to come near a god like what Naruto is. Yeah, in a way, if you wanna say, because he is the, you can say, really most powerful god in all of the histories of the worlds. Well, yeah, he literally is the strongest god to ever live. Well, not the god of Shinobi, but still, he will be a god. He will be a god, Naruto. Well, main Mito thinks they are the child of gods. Well, they are not the child of God, but they are still the child of the, you can say, child of prophecy in their eyes. But still, they are the child of the Hokage. They are not the child of gods, but they are still the children of the Hokage. Nothing more than that. Well, as we see, Kusina started training main 1v2. Mainma and Kusina is seeing here the sword which Naruto gave her. And then Mainma and Mito using their own swords or something like that. And then Kusina, then Mainma asked Mito asked, Mom, will you give me this sword when I will become a master in Kenjutsu like you? And then Kusina said, yeah. Well, if you want a sword same as this, why don't you ask your brother Naruto? He is the one who made this sword. What? And you knew that he can make a that good sword like this. If I had known, I had been with my Oni-chan. As you can say, Mito said. Well, this makes you can say Myanmar really angry that she only care about power. Then I will become the child of prophecy and the god and the son of a god. You can say the and then you can say son. It was the son. And they get it. No, that can only mean that it was not daughter of the god. Still, there is child of prophecy, and the prophecy that there will be a son of God, which will be two prophecies. So they thought that Menma will be a son of a god, and you can say no. They all said that then I became the daughter of a god. Mita said that you can say, and Kusina said that well, he only gave me you can say two elemental sword because like we don't have perfect control over our you can say our nature chakra, so we can't use it as same extent, so we can't put the fire and electric and you can say lightning chakra at the same time in this world. Well, like I know Naruto, he will not help you until you can say you put your bratty nature down. And if you didn't put your bratty nature down, he will never help you. And then Mito he showed her the puppy dog eyes. Then he said, okay. As you can say, Koshina started training them for you can say 2 months. As you can say, Naruto was training himself. And then you can say Itachi came up there. Well, when he asked him to become a Jonin Sensei, when said no, he can't. He said no, and since he had joined Ambu, now he can never become a Jonin Sensei, which was really sad for Kakashi's part. When Kusina was, you can just telling it like that she will become a Jonin Sensei, then you can say he said Kakashi. They can say Itachi said, "Well, I'm sorry, Miss Kusina, but you can't become the Jonin Sensei. Well, still you can become Jonin Sensei, but still." You can't take Naruto in your team because he's not the he's not the dead last after all. He's, you can say, the middle area. He's not the dead last. And you can take the dead last. You can only take the dead last. The Sakura Haruno. Guys, for the break. So as you see, as Naruto was, you can say, not put as the dead last at the team 7 was Naruto Uzumaki, me and Sakura, Sasuke, Uchiha Sakura, Haruno, and Kakashi Hatake. So this is the four-man team. As we see, as you can say, Sasuke and all of them were ready. As you can say now, as we see, you can say Sasuke was like glaring on Naruto to see that he was far more stronger than Menma, and he even defeated him with that red high state or like something like that. He don't know what kind of state is that, but he know this is like a red eye state. So as we see like this, as we go. So now we see as Naruto was, you can say, waiting there. It had been, you can say, 1 hour. Now it had been 2 hours. As you can say, Naruto was, you can say, meditating. And Sasuke and Sakura were peeved. Well, Sasuke was not saying that much of it, but still they were peeved. So yeah, that happened. They were really peeved. And now we see as Sasuke says, Sakura says, "Hey, where is that idiot of our sensei? Where is that idiot of our sensei? Why didn't he arrive here yet?" You can say, she said, why hadn't he arrived here yet? You don't know. He should respect the next Mrs. Uchiha. As you can say, he said like that. This man Naruto, you can say, a little bit laugh. Because it was literally laughable. Now one more thing we see as Naruto. Yeah, Naruto, Sasuke, and you can say they had been waiting now. It had been you can say 3 hours. For Naruto, it only had been second because you can say he used his, you can say, ability to make the time go much faster than the time goes normally. Yeah, he has it all because of the all three gods power being mixing him. Well, I will also do, you can say, what if. What if Naruto was the god of time? And yeah, that will mean that Naruto can stop time, increase the time's time. You can say he can go into the future, he can go back to the past, you can say, reverse time someone and all the things like that. If you don't want me to do it, I will do it. Well, I hope you guys like it. So as we go in the next part, or you can say next area, is Sasuke. Well, it was, you can say, line of Sakura. My Sasuke-kun. As you can see, he says, "Can't you be a little bit quiet, Sakura?" As you can say, he said it like that. As now we see, Kakashi finally entered the class, and then Kakashi, now you can say, when Kakashi was going, you can say the inside the class, Sakura went and you can say punched Kakashi in the balls, and you can say, yeah, he get it down. Not said ouch. You can say Naruto, you can say, well, I didn't want that as well. Well, you can say, well, but it won't affect me at all because I'm far more stronger than each and every one of them. As you can say, then Kakashi said, "Who did this?" And then you can say everyone, Sasuke, and there's a Naruto looked at Sakura. Sakura, as you can say, they said nothing. As you can say, he said, "Well, my first impression in my eyes was you, you little pink hair, you little pink haired girl, is that you are nothing more than a very bad woman. Why did you hurt at me? Your sensei. I was going to train you, but now enough. I will never train you." As you can see, Sakura went near Sasuke, Kakashi, and they said, "Well, if you want to train me, my Sasuke-kun will make you train me." She said like this. So, so then we see Naruto now laughing like crazy. Like, what the hell is happening here? As then the Kakashi said, "Now come to the rooftop." As you can see, now he sends him away. Before he sends him away, he saw that Naruto was already at the rooftop. They asked, "Well, Naruto, when did you come to the rooftop?" They said, "Well, the person you were talking to was my own clone." Yeah. And you can say, as Mito tried to get near Naruto because she had now knew that Naruto can make a really OP sword, or you can say overpowered sword, really powerful sword. And yeah, as she see that the sword which her mother had, when she tried to put her, you can say, lightning chakra and fire chakra inside the sword. Yeah, the sword, when she was only able to put the lightning chakra, I can say that when she put a lightning chakra in the sword, you can say, and she tried to fight her mother with her mother's own sword, you can say. And then his, you can say, when she was fighting, you can say, Kusina saw that this makes Mito, you can say Mito, and you can say, and up to B rank Shinobi, and you can say A rank Shinobi, I mean, not B rank, and A rank. That's still an A rank Shinobi, yeah, that won't be that bad, I believe. Well, yeah, that won't be that bad. Well, you can say that Mito wanted, you can say, and 3 to 5 elemented, you can say, sword made by Naruto. So she tried to get near Naruto for this whole month, or you can say week. And you can say Miyato also told Kushina that Naruto is a prodigy. He was able to do the Rasengan and learn it at his first try. And even, you can say, even he made it complete by making and all of the, you can say, affinities. He has all 5 affinities for everything. You know, right, Kusina? It is like impossible. But how? How do he have all 5 affinities? And then Naruto said, "Well, why should I know? How should I know?" Well, I should say that, well, it was pretty easy. Because, that tell me I'm a god. No, 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 no. That tell me I'm a god. You can say, well, Minma, can you not? He said, they tell me I'm a god. I know I am a god. He said it like that. And then I said, well, well, I'm sorry, Minma, but you will get your dreams crushed soon enough when you meet that old toad of yours who said that. As Minma, you can say, started to laugh. That, well, not my dreams, your dreams will be crushed, Naruto. As you can say, now we, yes, now we see at the belt test area, as you can say, it's Kakashi and every one of them, and Kakashi and all of them says pass. As you can say, Minato says, tell me everything what happened, Kakashi. As you can say, Kakashi went in and started to tell everything to Minato. As now we see at the belt test area, it had been, you can say, 3 hours, and then Kakashi came down. So, yo, and then he said, well, well, aren't you late? Then you can say Sakura said, well, now the Baka is not here, so we win by, you can say, or by him not being here. Then you can say Kaka said, well, I don't think he's not here. You can say, then they see Naruto eating, you can say, you can say ramen, and you can say sitting on a tree and eating ramen. Then you can say Sakura asked, "Well, when were you there? I never knew that you were there. Naruto Baka, tell me now." As now we see, as you can say, as he said, "You should give up. You and there's no chance. You are going to win against me and my Sasuke-kun." As Sakura said once again, and Naruto, you can say, was getting angrier and angrier. When then you can say Naruto said, "Well, Kakashi of the Sharingan, well, the copy ninja, saw me what a Jonin sensei the copy ninja had gotten." As you can say, Sasuke was going to say, "Hey, how do you have this Sharingan and all the things like that?" But yeah, and what was his name again? Yeah, Kaka. Now the well, Sasuke, he's not in. You can say Uchiha. He's one of his Uchiha comrade died, and he transferred his Sharingan into Kakashi so that he can be with Kakashi and become the Hokage and all things like that. Like what his, you can say, comrade wanted. Yeah. Well, still, I don't care. Naruto says, as we see, one more thing. As you can see, she said, she just look and say, he died when, you can say, um, uh, what was his name again? A giant stone fallen on him. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Yes, Naruto. Yeah, Naruto. Naruto, as we see him, he said, Kakashi showed them the three bells, and I said, "Well, yeah, I see it." And then you can say, Kakashi, tell them about the, you can say, the person who will, no, not three bells, the two bells. My mistake, I said three. As he showed them the two bells, and he said, the two person who will just get, who will get the bells will win, and the person who will lose permanently. Yeah, not even get a single chance because they will lose. So lose nothing can change that they will lose. Now we see, as you can see, Kakashi can just he said also they only have 3 hours. As you can see, he said timer, then said go. As you can say, all of Kaka, you can say Sasuke and Sakura and Naruto, all three of them went inside the, you can say, the forest. Yes, one more thing we see. Well, they said, "What the hell? What is happening?" He said, and once again they asked him, "What the hell is happening?" And he said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "But you should know what the hell is happening." And then Naruto said, "Well, the only thing which is happening is I giving pain in my, you can say, head because of you guys." As he looked at Sasuke and Sakura. Now the first went towards Sakura, then said, "Well, you big-headed, you can say, big-headed, pink-headed girl." Yeah, he said her, and they said, "Well, I want you to put some sense in your mind because I believe you were the, you can say, top konoichi because of you, or you can say, marking in the exam. If you are that smart, they were able to find out that there were no two sense to gain in an one sensitive team, and you can say Sakura being useless and like that, she was not able to find out, and she said, "Well, I know you are just trying to make me away from my Sasuke-kun," and she said like that, and blah 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 blah. And now I said, "Well, if she's not going to listen, I should go near Sasuke. Maybe he will listen." As he went near Sasuke, he tried to talk to Sasuke, but Sasuke, "Hey, dope, get away from me." As you know, said, "Well, if I'm the top, then how did I become the rookie of the year?" As then you can say, "Well, not the rookie of the year." Yes, I don't know. I made him a medium soldier or like that. I don't know. Well, he's the rookie of the year. Yeah, if I said then, yeah, because of getting up to 5,000 to 10,000 points. So he is the rookie of the year. As now we see one more thing. As you can say, says no, Sasuke. I mean, Sasuke being, you can say, emo brat like he is. His ego was much more to work as a team. He said, well, I will never work with a weakling like you with a team. I'm an Uchiha and an elite. I'm Uchiha elite. I will never work with you, dope. You are nothing more than a dope, and you will always be a dope. And I said, well, dope, did you stop talking dope and everything like that? And you can say, Naruto only made 50 sedokunos in the exam. If I by mistakenly said 1000, so that made him, you can say, uh, uh, at the middle area rank. Yeah, that is what happened. Yes, one more thing that happened. That was like, what was his name again? As Naruto. Yeah, Naruto went and then he says, hey, Sasuke, can't you hear me? Where is when that much of an idiot? I thought that the Uchiha was a little bit smart. Said, hey, I know you just wanna get those bells and get away from here. I know you don't want to be with a team with me and that pink hair girl. You can say that pink hair loser girl. I know. You just wanna be alone. That's why you don't wanna be with me. Work with me as a team. You can say as work with me. Sasuke said you can say if you had been under me, I will give you the bells from my own area. As you can say. He says it. Naruto clenched his, you can say, head, then say, I'm really, really bored. As Naruto then, you can say, went near Kakashi, but before he can get, you can say, near Kakashi, you can say, Sasuke tried to fight Kakashi. Well, Kakashi tried to fight Sasuke with, you can say, we are not using that much of force, but still, Sasuke being Sasuke, emo brat, and all the things like that. He was still now you can say Sasuke, you can say Kakashi, you say thousands years of death. You can say as it had you see it on Sasuke, he used it. Sasuke was sent flying. He said Sasuke said, and you can say Sasuke was sent flying, and then he get it back. He tried to fight him. Then I said, and then he said headhunter jutsu. As you can say Sasuke's head, you can say at the ground. And you can say his all of his body except for his head was on the ground. And then Naruto came out. So you also wanna fight me like Sasuke? Well, not said. Well, I know the real motive for this exam. And then Naruto you can say snapped his fingers. As Sasuke substituted with a clone. And you can Sasuke and Sakura are knocked out right now because of that. And was substituted. Sasuke was substituted in the air. You can say a few trees. You can say up to 50 feet of height. So when he fall down, he was knocked out. He didn't get a lot of injuries, but he was knocked out. And Sakura being Sakura, getting knocked out by just a single genjutsu, D class genjutsu. Yeah, that was a really low level genjutsu, but he was still knocked out. I mean, she was. Yeah. Yes. Now we see. Sasuke asked, "Hey, what is happening, dope?" And then I said, "Well, don't call me a dope again." Well, I mean, Sasuke knocked out. And then Kakashi asked, so you know the meaning of this exam is teamwork. Well, I know. And then why didn't you convince them to work as a team? Your members. Then I said, well, I tried. But they are, you can say, just foolish people who don't want to work as a team. Especially that fangirl and that emo bastard Sasuke. He will never work as a team. And Sakura will never leave Sasuke. If I believe that those two, all two fangirls, that the high fangirls, his were that Yamanaka and you can say Sakura Haruno had been with them. What you can say? What was his name again? Sasuke. They had been a good team, I believe. Well, too bad. She didn't get the same as great as you can say Sakura. Well, she's also bad, really, really bad at fighting and all the things. Well, I don't even get it. How did she become a shinobi? How? She is nothing more than a useless seed of peace. As you can say, Kakashi was nodded. Well, we will see the belt test in the, you can say, the next video, because yeah, this video had already become, you can say, 55 minutes longer. Now we see, as you can say, as yeah, Kakashi and Naruto get it into the fighting stance, as you can say. Now we will see this video later, and I will see you guys in the next part. So hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. So bye guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Subscribe. Bye.